Hello guys, welcome back to Analytics with PM. So in this video, I will tell you about how we can animate our visuals in Power BI. So basically this is not possible in Power BI and this is beyond Power BI capabilities, but we are going to achieve this. So in this video, step by step, I will tell you how we can animate the visuals in Power BI. So basically the process starts with asking Copilot about the SVG codes for to the bar chart. After then we are going to modify that code. We are going to adjust the height and width of the bar. We are going to bind it with our data. We are going to write some calculations and we are going to bind that calculation with our SVG code so that it can interact with our data. After then we are going to add some gradients to the bars. In the last we are going to animate it. So the visuals will look like this. So stay connected with this video. I am going to tell you about how we can animate the visuals in Power BI. So guys, let's back to screen. So I have already opened a Power BI report in which I'm having a matrix visual in which I have put the manufacturer into the rows and the total sales into the value section. So let me go back to the Chrome and let me ask Copilot for to the SVG code of a bar chart. Write a SVG code for a bar chart. Okay, so it has written the SVG code. Let me copy it and let me create a measure. Let me go to the new measure and I am going to name it as a SVG bar. Okay, in double quotation I'm going to paste it. Okay, so we don't need some of the values. Let me remove it, just like from here to here we don't need. Let me remove it. Also it is in double quotation we have given the our code, but already there are double quotation, there are values feeded under the double quotation, so we need to replace the double quotation with the single quotation. Let me copy it and ask Copilot to replace it. Double quotation with single quotation for this code. Okay, let me copy it. Let me go back and paste it. Okay, yeah, so let me. Okay, now let me put this measure into the value section. Okay, now let me convert this bar into a image URL. Okay, you can see the bars are not displaying as properly, so let me go back. So we have to copy this code. Let me copy this code in the starting of the SVG code. Let me paste it. Okay, yeah, now we got our bars. So let me give the height and width. So let me give the width as 100, height as 25, and x and y I am going to give it as 0. Width as 100 and height as 25. Yeah, now the bars are showing like this. So now what we are going to do, we are going to use some of the variables. After then we are going to bind it with the data. So stay connected with this video. Let me use some of the variables. Variable bar width is equal to 100 and variable bar height is equal to 25. Okay, now we are going to give the color also. Variable color is equal to, right now I am giving as RGB and 100, 120 and 140. Okay, also putting this into a variable, image is equal to this, and in the last return image. Okay, now here I am going to replace these with our variables, and we have to replace with double quotation, and double quotation we have to use ampersand and bar width. We have to give the spaces in between. For height also we have to do the same, double quotation in between ampersand and bar height. And for to the color also we have to give this double quotation and ampersand color. Okay, okay, so the bars are looking like this. So now what we are going to do, we are going to bind this code with our data. Here we are going to create some calculations so that the bar width should match exactly with the numbers. Let me go and create some more variables. So first of all we have to create the minimum and the maximum sales. So for to the minimum sale we are going to write the code is equal to min x, all selected, manufacturer, and sales total. For to the max we also need to create the code. Let me copy the same, and it should be max. Place of min-x it should be max-x. Okay, to get the bar width we have to write some formula. Let me write the code. SVG width is equal to, now we have to divide the total sales minus minimum sale and max sales minus minimum sale. and at the last we have to multiply it by bar width. Okay, now we have to replace this SVG width with our width. So here again we are going to do the double quotation ampersand, and under ampersand we have to give SVG width. Okay, let's see. Yeah, now we have binded our SVG code with the data. Now it is looking perfect. So let me, for 1.1 it is not showing. Let me do some modifications. The value is too small, that is why it is not showing. 0.05. Okay, now it is showing. Okay, so for the to the total also it is showing. Let me do some modification into the code also. For to the return, if not selected, not is blank, selected value, manufacturer. Then image, after then closing the bracket. So now we have modified our code so that it should eliminate this total bar. Let me see. Yeah, so it has eliminated. Okay, now we have added this bar here. So let me show you. Let me go to the our matrix visual and let me show you from to the cell elements, and if I am opening the data bar, so it is looking like this. So what is the use of this SVG code, why we are creating this? So now let me show you the magic. From here the magic begins. So now we are going to add the gradient into the bars, and after then we are going to animate it. So stay connected with this video. Let me go back to our copilot, and now so we are going to ask it, could you make rect gradient? Now we are trying something which is not possible in our Power BI. Okay, it has given the gradient. Now let me copy this one, because we need only this gradient. We are going to bind it with our code. Okay, let me create another variable. Variable gradient is equal to, in double quotation, okay, and now where it was written after SVG ended and before the React. Okay, so let me go here. Okay, here we have to write double quotation and ampersand and gradient. Now also we have to fill is equal to URL gradient. We have to copy this. and paste it here in double quotation. Yeah, okay, let me show you the visual. Yeah, so it is looking like this. We can also change the color. Here it is showing as blue and red. We can, okay, blue and from red we are going to say it as purple. Yeah, now it is giving the exact colors what we are requesting. So blue and orange. Yeah, so it is giving the exact gradient what we are typing here. Okay, now let me go to the code, and we have to add some animation effect to this bars. And let me go back to our copilot and ask the copilot to animate it from growing 0 to the corresponding value of the bar width. So let me ask it. So that bar grows from 0 to corresponding bar width. Okay, so it has given the animation effect. Let me copy it. Let me go over measure and let me create another variable animate is equal to, and we have to copy this. Let me put it in double quotation. Okay, now here we have to replace it with svg width, double quotation, ampersand svg width. Okay, and let me see where it has put. So we have to put it after the fill color and before the react. Let me go, and yeah, here we have to put double quotation and ampersand animate. Okay, here we have to do some modification. We have to copy this react. We have to paste here. Okay, now let's click OK. Let me see. Yeah, so now it is giving the animation effect. You can see. Yeah, so with the help of the svg codes we can do any of the animation effect. So whatever is there in your mind you can apply with the help of svg code. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you.